So DC Mayor Muriel Bowser is getting a taste of her own leftist policy medicine as her city gets overrun by the same illegal immigrants that the open border policies of the left put forth. This is what she had to say on Face the Nation.
The Washington Post reported last week that homeless shelters in DC were filling up. And groups are getting overwhelmed by these buses that the governors of Texas and Arizona are sending here full of migrants. How significant is this influx? How many people?
Well, this is a very significant issue. We have for sure called on the federal government to work across state lines to prevent people from really being tricked into getting on buses. We think they're largely asylum seekers who are going to final destinations that are not Washington, D.C. I worked with the White House to make sure that FEMA provided a grant to a local organization that is providing services to folks. But I fear that they're being tricked into nationwide bus trips when their final destinations are places all over the United States of America.
And the interesting thing about this entire situation is that Muriel Bowser, like Nancy Pelosi, like AOC, like all of these other politicians on the left, basically, we have a wide open border right now. This is something that they are aware that exists. They want these things to exist because they want to get millions and millions of illegal immigrants into this country so that eventually, at some point in the future, they will be turned into Democrat voters. That is the obvious play here. It is the play here to anybody that watches what is happening. So in Arizona and Texas, the governors tried to subvert these people. They said, okay, your open border policies hurt our states because we are in border states. So we are going to have all of these illegal immigrants literally board buses and we're going to ship them to you so that you can deal with the problem. And what happens in places like DC, and now we're starting to see happening in places like New York, these illegal immigrants completely overload the social safety net system that these cities have, which is exactly what these border states have been dealing with for months and months and months. So it's very interesting to see Muriel Bowser claim that these people were tricked into boarding buses. No, they were not tricked into doing anything. They want to come to this country because they know that at this point right now, America has a weak leader that is advocating for more open border policies. He is basically telling these people, come right in. We will take care of you. We will fly you to all of these different places in the country where you will be taken care of off the taxpayer's dime. So it is interesting and it is great to see Muriel Bowser and some of the leftists in the swamp have to deal with some of the stuff that their policies have caused border states to deal with for the past couple of years.